I'm here, but I'm eating, so
Yeah.
don't mind me.
Okay, so
So
coming back, everyone's made their way to the bridge at this point and is making their way across it to the keep after they've dealt with the orcs that had given chase through the town. Um, you see a few villagers also running towards the keep. Same idea in your movement, and you help them across the bridge and get them to relative safety. There's a handful of guards, the same guards that you met inside, obviously, and they take the villagers in and start getting them into the safety of the walls. One of them turns to whoever seems to be in charge, or just the nearest person, and says, "So what's the plan for when the orcs have destroyed the town and begin coming to the keep? If we didn't stop them then, what's going to stop
oops.
them from coming here and killing everyone in the keep?"
We hold our ground. We will do what we can, but we cannot make any promises.
I say to one of the guards, you guys standing up and fighting will help.
He says, "Well, we're not going to have much choice if they come inside."
Then I suggest you grab a bow.
What?
Basically telling the man to arm himself so he's not just standing there with the thumb up his ass.
All right. And he sort of nods and says, "Well, we will do our best to prepare." And turns away and starts going to help with the villagers. And you see him telling the other two guards that are still there, "Grab some weapons, get them, and get ready." All right.
Do we know
So
much about these guys? Are they good in the water?
the orcs.
The orcs. Anybody know if orcs can swim well? I'm wondering. We could. The easiest way to get over here is the bridge. We could booby trap the bridge a little bit. It's halfway on its way to falling anyway.
This is true.
Could saw through a
Also,
couple of the pilings, and any extra weight would just topple it into the water. That would slow them up a little bit. We might be able to pick them off, or at least discourage them from trying to storm the keep.
Can we hear any sounds of battle or anything coming? It's
Yes.
strange that they haven't come down towards us yet.
You do see orcs in the distance. So night is falling, and the only lights in the town are. You see the temple is now completely in flames. Looks like a fire was lit inside after the ones on the roof, the arrows in the roof failed to ignite it. The temple is burning completely. You see the house next to this farm. You see figures running through it, and then a few short moments later, you see it too begin to burn, and you can make out the silhouettes of these orcs running through the town. From what fighting you saw happening before, there seems to be a little bit still going on near the towers. But at the same time, you do see a thick cloud of smoke and a glow of fire, though you can't see what the flames are from where you are.
I could send my owl straight up in the air, 50 feet or so, and he'd get 100 feet. He could get a pretty good look if he can see 300 feet.
Sweet.
I guess
do it.
that's. I was trying to see online, what the range of vision of an owl is. It doesn't say, however, but three times better than a human at least. But
All right, go for
so
it.
I could, I'll send Chip up in the air, just sort of spiral around, so he can get a view down of the.
So he
island
goes up
here.
into the air, and you see through his eyes the fire coming from the watchtower is the bridge. It is burnt away completely in the center. The drawbridge, this is. It's burned away completely in the center, and the flames are just coming towards where the two watchtowers are that overlook that bridge. And you see fighting going on between the two towers. It looks to be a throng of orcs still over there, maybe 10, 15, in the midst of combat with some shinier types. Go ahead and roll me a perception, see if you can make out. Shiny armor.
Yeah. Okay. So I think it's my perception check,
Okay, yep.
not the owls, but I think that they may be the same. I don't know. Oh
Ooh.
God.
Oh,
It bounced on the 2. Or the
Yeah,
They're
it
shiny.
was teetering on the 18 and okay, but that's what it is.
Yep. They're shiny. You can't really.
Okay. Yeah, they're shiny, but there's just a few of them. Guys, there's a you guys have heard it. I don't need to really relay, but I would relay it that there's a few shiny things. I'm not sure what they are, but they seem to be holding off quite a few of the orcs by themselves.
hearing
Perhaps
this,
we should help.
Yeah, I was just about to say if someone wants to scout ahead with
There-
me and see if
Well,
we could do anything.
Yeah, I'll
there's
come
still
and
10
help.
or 50. There's still at least 10 or 15 of those orcs out there, though. So we're still way outnumbered.
Well, we have got the cover of darkness. We could snipe them from behind buildings and such and try to help. I think if something else is taking the brunt of the attack.
They don't seem to be coming this way, heading our way. They seem to be occupied with this battle with the few of the shiny things.
So we should use our darkness to our advantage, like Jimmy said. Flank them and have the distraction of the battle be our guide, basically.
So what's the plan? How are you going to go about doing it?
I think we should let's wait a minute or two and see if they start heading this way. And
can I hear any more orcish?
You do hear
Discussions.
orcish shouting and things yelled out like that one and kill him and ah! But not anything else that gives any clue as to. Actually,
gonna
roll me a
cast it.
perception. Roll me a perception. What were you going to say, Jimmy?
We'll see how these perception rolls go first.
All right. Nah, you hear nothing. Nothing
All right,
else.
I'll cast invisibility on myself and go and do a wee little scout.
Okay. So you want to head back into
Yeah.
tune? Okay.
Yeah, and I want to get close enough to see what's going on, but I'll still be trying to hide behind buildings and that sort of stuff. So.
Okay, so you roll me a stealth check with advantage.
Sure.
Roll with the tower as well.
Sure.
Okay, so you start making your way down through the houses. Is anyone else going to head into town? Or are you all happy for Invisible Jimmy to head off?
I'm not planning to. I'll tell the guys I'm not planning to engage them. I'm just scouting, and I'll come back and tell them what's going on if need be.
Jimmy, I think it's a good idea, Jimmy. We'll wait here and keep an eye on you from here.
I'm going with Jimmy just so he has a backup plan, just in case he gets caught or something, but I'm not staying near him just because I'm noisy and not stealthy at all.
Okay, could I get are you still going to try and stealth, or are you just going to...
No, I'm staying way back.
Okay. So I'm going to consider that you're probably back here as he's heading up.
All right.
So close enough to engage if need be, like to get close-ish to him. Okay, so Jimmy, you get to the town square just past this house. You see an orc rummaging through the trading post that you're standing next to, but they seem pretty busy with the goods in the back. You see in the middle of town a number of dead orcs lying on the ground. You see about 10 orc bodies. You also see about 5 bodies of what you can tell are elves and some shiny armor that are laying around dead as well. You see standing about 8 more orcs.
Like, is there still combat going on?
Not in the town square. You see that there's a bit of yelling and stuff down towards the watchtower. You can kind of see that the elves seem to have been pushed back over the bridge before it was burnt. The ones that were still on this side, their bodies litter over to this town square where they made seems like their final stand before dying.
Okay, so at most I can see sort of 8 orcs that are still capable to fight.
Yeah, you do see the large one, Garash. You see him, and you see about 6-7 others.
Okay, what I'm going to do at this point here is I've got a bag of caltrops and a bag of ball bearings, and under the cover of darkness, I'm going to spread caltrops and ball bearings in this area. Oh, and let me just twist that circle around as best I can in that area there.
Sort of
Let
along
me
the
see.
pathway.
Along the path and on either side of it, as I retreat back down the road to where my fellows are, I'll be spreading them on either side of the path and along the path. So
Do you want to do like a big area like that and then going down to the path, or do you want to try and make it all the way down really, really thick?
I want to cover. I'm just looking at how much it takes. It's okay. The caltrops are only going to cover a 5 feet square, so that's going to cover one part of the path.
Yeah.
And the ball bearings are going to cover 10 feet. Okay, so I'll do ball bearings first, and then caltrops after them. So if they run towards us, they're going to slip on the ball bearings and fall
on
into the caltrops.
Okay, so 5 feet.
So the first
5
one's a little square on the path, so that just covers the path, and the second one's going to be a 10-foot square after that.
Okay, 5 foot and then a 10 foot.
Yeah.
Isn't it the other way around? You want the ball bearings first? So.
Yeah, ball bearings first.
So like that? You happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to consider that because you're still invisible, you still can use your previous stealth roll. So you managed to get them down and spread them out over the area. As you're just putting down the caltrops, though, you hear a grunting coming from the trading post, and you see that the orc is beginning to step out of the doorway. They've just stepped out of the main room and are standing in this immediate foyer bit here, so they're still just out of sight, but they're about to step out of the building.
Oh well, I'm heading back down to the party to tell them what I've seen now anyway. Okay. So I'll make my way back down straight away. I'll do a roundabout sort of route. I might not go like that. I might sort of head off to that rock and then back towards that way, just to head away a bit. Yeah. And then I'll tell everyone else what I see about eight orcs, and that I'll tell them all that I've laid a trap along the path, and if they head up there to avoid the path once they get past the.
As you get down just to where Saronti is, you hear, and you turn around and you see the one that's walked out of the trading post has actually stood on the caltrops.
Okay, all right.
Stepped straight into the path, and he stepped onto the caltrops, and you hear him roar, ah, and lean down to the ground and sit on his ass and start pulling them out of his feet. And this draws the attention of the ones in the square, and you see a few more running over, heading over towards the sound of this noise.
Well, they can run into the ball bearings as much as they like.
I'm quite interested to see this plan unfold.
All right. So the first
they have
three.
To make a DC 10 dex save, or they fall on their ass and become prone.
DC 10. All 4 of them walk straight through the ball bearings.
Oh, bugger.
Perfectly fine. Every single one. What do the caltrops do?
They do bugger all damage. 1 point of piercing damage, and their speed is reduced by 10 feet per round until they regain that hit point.
Okay. So they each take a hit point of damage.
But they're just slowed, basically, until they can heal themselves.
All right. One.
I'm going to come across the close up here to the bridge and try to kind of hoarsely whisper to them, "Hey guys, if you can get across the bridge, I can lay the web right in front of the bridge here.
That's a good idea.
And we might be able to get them stuck there. If they hear us, if they try to follow you across the bridge in a group, I might be able to lay web and get them all stuck right before they hit the bridge."
So make a little bit of noise, is what you're saying.
Just as you go across the bridge, yep. And if you can get them grouped together, I might be able to cast a web spell and have them stuck there for a little bit.
So I assume you guys have come at least to the bridge to have this discussion.
Yeah.
I just look at everyone. Just I can make some noise. And start heading this way a little bit, just standing at like the foot of the bridge.
Okay. So at this point, Jimmy and Saronti, you hear and see that the orcs have moved back into the town square, and the sounds of battle seem to have abated, and there is
We've
now
got to finish this.
the sound of, well, as best as can be described, merrymaking with the orcs, and you see Garash, this giant orc, you probably don't know his name, who cares, dragging a lifeless form and throwing it on top of a pile of villagers who all seem wounded and hurt as well. And then he starts directing some of the other orcs, and they start bringing over broken bits of wood and laying them down into a large pile with a couple of
We need to-
posts in the middle.
They're going to burn everyone. We need to get back there and do something, I think. Getting our hand forced, aren't we, I think, by these orcs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the
Oh,
plan?
well.
My plan is to cause a commotion, basically slamming my longsword against my shield to make a very loud ringing noise
Okay.
to catch their attention, and just kind of like wave them towards me. I can't really say anything nasty to them because
Patrick, can you go into the tower and try to convince explain to the guards what our plan is and have them, take up positions ready to fire across the river?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll tell the guards they need to come out. They need to come out and defend the keep. Come out into the town and defend the keep.
Maybe if they know now there's only about 8 of the orcs left or so, they'll feel
Yeah.
like we have a chance.
Yeah, I'll tell them there's only 5.
Good
man.
thinking.
Okay, go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage. Oh, the guards. Look, if they come to the tower, we'll fight them. But we need to protect the people here. They'll be completely open if you take us all out there and we get slaughtered. Our best chance is for them to funnel up that bridge where we can pick them off. And they don't want to follow your plan of fighting them in the town.
I said them, but they're going to burn. Well, they're going to burn the dead.
The
They
dead
shrug.
and the dying.
We have to care for
And
the
the
living
dying.
more than we have to care
Dead
for the
and
dead.
dying. Yeah,
They-
man. You guys.
the best town guards of all time.
do I hear this?
Yes. No,
Would-
you're
would
over
I
on the
hear
bridge. You're getting ready for this commotion, so you probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Just as well, probably, by the sounds of it.
I was about to do something.
Slap
But,
him.
I was gonna use my 18 strength to intimidate the fuck out of them.
Close enough.
All right, guys, we need to do this. We can take with 10 orcs. We could do that. It'll be hard, but we can do it if we're smart. Unless are they coming down after hearing that the shield and sword banging on each other? If they're
So you're starting that
approaching
now?
Yeah, I think it's been doing that.
Who's
Right?
doing that?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were waiting for them to get ready to come down. So if you've been doing it the whole time, you see. No.
I'm kind of wondering why Jimmy is out of the keep.
I'm invisible. It doesn't really matter. I've got an hour of this, so I'm okay at the moment. I'm not going to engage them in combat, but we said we were going to go and do something to save these people that are being burned. So at the moment, I'm in very little danger.
All right. So yeah, with that, I would walk up to where I am and start slamming the broadside of my sword onto my shield, like just to have like this gonging sound going through the town.
All right. As you do, are you walking up slowly as you do it? Or are you staying exactly where you are?
I'm staying exactly where I am because I know how fast these things are. I know that
they will come
moving
to you.
any further up would be a bad move.
All right. So as you start smashing, a couple of the orcs look over and you hear some growling and some orc spoken. and then 2 of them start moving down the road, carefully avoiding the known caltrops and ball bearings that were placed there before. They move down,
Mhm.
and they get to about here, and then one of them shouts back, and you see the large one moving further towards, and you hear him shout in common, "A challenger!" And then he stands at the back and says, "Come forth! Fight for your weak ones!" As the 2 orcs stay flanking either side, and you see the others start circling behind him, with a handful staying next to this group of dead and dying.
I'm going to point my sword at the big one and basically scream out, "You are the weak one! Come to me!"
Roll me an intimidation.
I'm proficient at this. Please don't be a 1. Don't be a 1. I'm
No,
gonna
you
use-
rolled.
my-
You're
No.
like the least scary, worst damaging paladin I've ever had.
Before I even do anything, I'm spending my inspiration die, so I
Okay,
know
alright,
this is not
alright.
gonna be fucked up.
Double ones.
Just at, oh god, please don't say that. That might actually happen. So I'm rolling this at advantage. Is that alright?
Yeah, go.
All right.
That's what the inspiration's there for. Oh my god! Double force!
I quit. I'm done. I'm signing out of Fantasy Grounds now.
Oh my goodness.
How does that happen?
2 words. Wheaton curse.
What? 2 words nobody knows about. All right, so he snarls. If you were close, you would swear you'd be able to see him smile, and he just picks up his great axe in one hand, holds it up near the blade, and slams the hilt into the ground, and the blunt end goes about half a foot into the dirt, and he just sticks out his arms either side and says, "I'm waiting."
Bloody hell.
And at this point, you see two of the orcs, dragging 2 of the townspeople over to this pyre, and there's 2 upright beams that are ready, and they've got wood laying down the bottom. And one of them puts up one of the townsperson, starts tying them, and the other one, seeing the other one getting tied, starts to struggle and tries to run away. And you just see the orc pull out one of its short little blades and stab it into the side of the townsperson, who cries out once and then goes limp. And the orc just turns him round and chucks it on the ground, lifeless, and goes back for another one.
I'm gonna step up when I see this.
All right.
Just wait.
The big orc. "I'm still waiting."
Good night, Daddy.
Alright,
Good
drop
night,
it over.
Daddy. Can I drive?
Children. Someone's getting the children attack. Roll a saving
I'm-
throw. Yep, so you
Yeah.
step up.
I'm gonna step up and point it at him again.
Okay.
Damn, just like
What are you going to try this time?
once again, I'm gonna try to do what I know, what I can do, which is point at it with my sword, basically screaming at it again. For you to have such size and try to command me, that's foolish of me. You come here.
Roll one more intimidation.
While this is going on, Jimmy's going to come wandering back this way anyway.
Okay. Just invisibly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Adra moves up to the end of the bridge as well.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can get a pretty good view of what's going on.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you, Jesus.
you
Thank
just
you,
see
Athena.
him,
Thank you.
and he grabs his axe with one hand and wrenches it out of the ground with a big clump of dirt stuck to the bottom of it, and you just see him start running at you. So,
Good.
he runs 45 feet, And then as a bonus action, he runs 30 feet. And he,
When I see him move towards me, can I start running or?
yeah, you guys can meet in the middle. You start running towards him, and roll initiative.
No.
please.
I'm not running towards him. I'm running.
Oh,
running
right,
away from him. I'm
right,
not running
okay.
towards him. You out of your mind?
Sorry. Yes, you are, but he's still going to be able to catch you then because he's got more than enough movement
Fine.
to get you.
Mhm.
So he catches up to you. Faster, you just see him running and he's already halfway to you when you're like, oh fuck, he's coming. And then you turn around and he goes and swings his axe towards where you're standing.
Mhm.
Okay, so he swings his great axe twice. Oh dear. Maybe one miss. Yep, one miss. And one hit.
Mhm.
And the hit deals 8 and 12. Oh god. 22 points of damage
Ouch.
as he just
So I made the right.
whack hits you.
I made the right decision. Not running towards him.
Yeah, that was a good call on that one. And then as he slams the axe into you, definitely drawing blood, he lets out a "Oh!" and you see all the orcs all behind begin to yell, and the two here begin running down the path. Blood fury.
So are you running back, Sorrento? Are you going to flee back to the
Yeah.
keep?
Yeah. If I have to, I'll use my action to disengage,
Okay.
just so I don't take an opportunity attack from him because.
Yep. Gotcha, man.
Yeah.
Just swapping the orcs so they're actually together. There we go. So they start running down. They don't dash. They don't take their bonus action aggression. They're just running to get in, but they know better than to get in the way of their leader. Darkson is still there. Darkson begins to be dragged towards the post, his dead body. He's not tied to it. He is thrown to the base, along with the other bodies. Jimmy, your turn.
Okay. I'll Oh, actually, this turn I'll run all the way across.
Okay.
Yep. That'll be my
Leave.
turn.
Okay. Sideri?
Oh, I checked if
sorry.
he was coming.
Yep, definitely.
Let's see. Well, I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna just take a little shot at at Garash over here. So
Okay.
let's take him. Let's see, did I target him? Control 15. Huh? Not targeting him for some reason.
Try and target him on the combat checker instead. Oh no, there you
There
go.
we go. I
Target,
think I got it. Yeah. Okay.
And you hit with the
Nice
firebolt.
job.
Hey, you're doing some good rolls today. Making up for
Yeah.
Saranti
Yeah,
a little
someone
bit.
is.
Not much damage though, but something to give him a
Damage is
little
damage.
jolt. Damage is damage, and I'm gonna stay right about here. I think it's a little. No, I'll retreat back here.
Okay.
Try to retreat back to this corner here. This should be enough. I should be able to still come out and cast my spell when Sarante and Jimmy and Adrian get across. So
Okay.
if that's still gonna work. All right. And Chip's gonna fly.
Oh.
Chip's gonna fly right over here. Well, he can swoop down and take a reaction. Well, he's gonna fly over there. Be ready anyway.
Okay. Okay. So, Adrian, your turn.
Yeah, so Adrian turns and starts shouting, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
He's on us.
and just gets to the edge of the bridge there, or just backs off on the bridge and turns and shoots.
Yep.
Hunter's mark as well.
Alright, you hit. He's monstrously standing over Saranti, so there's no there's no lack of being able to hit him. And that was with your 1d8 for him having taken damage as well? Just roll a 1d8,
that
I'll
was-
drag it on.
That was just the hunter's mark. I've forgotten about the 1d8.
Just roll a d8, I'll drag it onto the damage, it's fine.
Okay.
Another 2 points, very nice. Alright. So these
Okay.
projectiles start flying over you, Saranti. You know that people are shooting him, but he shows no signs of being phased by any of the attacks. You've seen a firebolt hit, an arrow hit. Yeah, he's not barely slowed.
Now, I do have a question. Since I did say that I was going to try, start running away when I saw him moving towards me,
Yeah.
would I be any closer to the bridge?
Yes, you would.
So,
Yeah.
All right. So I'm starting my there. Wonderful. So I am going to use my full action to get across the bridge.
And you go over.
Turn around and just I'm gonna kneel down and have my shield and spear kind of in front of me, so just
Okay.
waiting. And yeah, I'll keep it at that.
Alright, let's get that one. This orc begins lighting the fire next to Darkson. About 10 feet away. It's the first pyre with the other living villager tied to it. And this one here steps off the pyre. These ones don't do nothing. Grash begins to give chase.
Mm-hmm.
He runs to the bridge, and then with his bonus action he's going to run, and he's going to leap the bridge, which he does with ease. He's going to land fully amongst you all in an attempt to shove someone. It'll be Adrian out of the way. So, Adrian, make a strength athletics check, please.
How do I do a check?
In your skills, strength athletics.
Okay. Is that in the tower as well?
No.
No.
Unfortunately, it's not enough, and he lands and bowls you back 10 feet.
No way.
He lands. Yeah, he rolled a 19, and he's got like a +8, I think it is. A +4, sorry.
In Orcish, I say, you fat bastard.
Right. So he lands on the bridge, shoves you back, and with his bonus action, he takes his second attack on Saranti.
All right.
Says, "You dare talk to me in such a manner." 14. Don't think it's gonna be able enough. I hit you
Oh,
and deals
God.
one.
Oh, what the fuck?
Well,
I leave for a minute, and what the hell's going on?
he knocks you
He
down.
I thought he used his bonus action to cover all that ground. No.
Oh no, you're right. He did. Good call. So he doesn't make the attack, so you do not take those 9 points of damage.
Whew.
Thank God
Good
for
save.
that.
So you have 8 points back, so you're at 29. There you go.
Yep.
Okay. So he doesn't. He turns to you as if he's going to make his next attack to you. Still shouts angrily at you though.
Expected.
And these two, seeing him leap over, they're going to do just a normal 60 to here. and you see them getting ready to make the charge to jump over as soon as they've got a chance. Okay. Darkson's still stable. Jimmy. What you've missed is Saronti successfully taunted the big one, who has now run down the length of town in about 2 turns and smashed Saronti twice or once? No, once for a big hit.
Yep.
And is pretty much dead set on killing Saronti.
Okay.
Yep.
All right then. I'm still invisible, but this will probably negate that. I'm gonna chuck a thunder wave originating from me there, from that
Okay.
point.
Yep.
And that'll just target
Hey.
him, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yep. It'd be nice if it hit a few more. So let's see if he makes his save or not. Oops, sorry.
Okay. That's all right. What is the DC?
It should have already did it. Let me just.
He failed to save. No, it does because
He
when
failed?
you roll. Yep, 11.
Okay. Then I'll apply the damage, and that knocks him back
10 feet.
10 feet into the water.
Hey.
Bitch.
Nice.
Boom.
Boom, back with the blast.
Okay,
Over the
so-
edge and falls 20 feet down into the water.
Awesome. I'll use my movement to move back to about there, and you can take the invisible off me now. I'm not invisible anymore.
Yeah. Where are you? There you are.
I'll just try to get rid of that that square I made. You'll have to do it. The guy's on top of it.
That's alright. Done.
Cool. Okay, and then I'll move back to there, and I can actually still do one more thing. No, I cast the spell already. No, that's good. All good. That's me. And I'll advance the tracker.
Okay, Siduri, your turn.
All right. Got here. All right, so I think I've got my 3rd level spell slots, right? Because we got the 3rd level spells.
Yep.
Spite. Even though, okay, so
Would you have 3rd level spells at level 3?
sorry, I mean my 2nd level spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, the extra spells the other extra slots. So I am going to cast a chromatic orb. Let's see, what do I look at Garash. And I'm just debating whether to do this as a 2nd level spell slot or not.
Oh, actually, I didn't take his.
It's 3d8 damage.
He
Yeah,
did
might
take
as
some
well.
extra damage from falling as well, just so you know.
Okay,
Nice.
Garash, it's got heavy, but we have no idea how much, how heavy that is. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to get rid of this guy. So I'm gonna cast it as a 2nd level spell.
Okay.
Orb. Attack. So this is a ranged attack, and which is a +5, and I think I'll use my 14. That should guarantee me a hit. 19. that hit
Yes,
him?
that does hit. Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to. So the 14 roll plus 5, which is my ranged attack bonus, gives me a 19. All right. I rolled anyway. But I could do. I forgot. It's after the fact, so I can actually make that roll. I forgot. You're letting me do it.
Try
It's okay,
and
so I
roll
don't need
higher.
to use that. Yeah. So I got the hit anyway. All right. So now I do. Is there anybody know anything about these guys?
He's in water.
Or, yeah, but what damage are most susceptible to or not susceptible to?
I don't think they have anything particular unless they're barbarian type orcs, which will be raging, so physical won't work as well. But not sure that they'd have that ability.
All right. I'm gonna go with fire then, I guess. Fire.
Well, that was all right.
There should have been another D8 in there by casting it as. Oh, you know why? Because I wasn't sure. I just clicked off the second level spell, but
Yep. So when you do that, you've got to. So I'll take off that 10. Just drag the damage dice to the chat, but before you let it go, right click once, and that'll add another D8.
sorry. So say that again.
So that little button for rolling damage that you pressed, rather than
Yep.
pressing it, drag that button to the chat bar, and before you let go, right click and then let it go, and it'll do it at 48.
Oh, okay. There we go. Gotcha.
There you go. And he goes down.
Nice.
All right.
Nice one, Siduri.
Yeah. Okay, and I'll just hold my position, and that's it.
Alright, and you see him bubbling away and fizzing in the water as his whole body just starts to disintegrate and float out in a big brackish green chunky mess. The two orcs at the top of the bridge see this.
I'm just gonna hide. Actually, I'm gonna get out of the way there in case they
Um,
try to shoot an arrow at me or something.
Okay. The two orcs at the top of the bridge see this, and you just see fear come over their face completely.
Okay, it's time for us to take the advantage now. We need to take
Indeed.
it to them.
All right, Adrian, your turn, buddy.
Yeah. I'm just lining up my longbow.
And Saronti, you're next. Be ready.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Okay. Don't forget
He
your
hasn't
1d8.
taken any damage this
No.
walk.
Cool.
No. So just Hunter's Mark.
And you deal 7 points of damage. Oh! You get it just as it's beginning to turn around and run away.
Okay, I'm gonna stay put. I think.
All right. Okay, Saronti, your turn.
As they turn to run away, I'm going to yell at them. If you wish to become like your friend, tell the orcs in the town center to leave this place.
Roll an intimidation.
Please. Now,
Worth a shot.
I'm gonna argue this. Since they're already afraid, do I get advantage?
Of course, they have burnt the
Yeah, right.
drawbridge.
Yeah. They have just seen their friend, like their leader, evaporate.
Wonderful. All right. Please not double fours. Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
Thank
There was a
you.
5 on the other one. That would have been depressing.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So they were already running. You don't know how much your words have stuck to them just yet, but they are still running away.
I'm praying to Athena at the moment, so just hoping that worked,
Okay.
because I'm not chasing them in my current state.
The flame that is currently burning is now beginning to burn Darkson's legs. Beginning to burn at the bottom of the stack that he's lying across. His legs start to sizzle and pop.
Nice.
Mm.
All right, these two orcs
That-
run.
Is that the technical descriptions?
Sizzle and pop. Yep. It's
Sizzle
like the
and
rice
pop.
bubbles, snap, crackle, and pop.
Ugh.
I was
That's
hoping to have that tomorrow for breakfast, but I appreciate that image.
Let's all
Jimmy, your turn.
charge.
Your turn.
Yeah, I'll run 60 feet up there, and then I'll take a couple of pot shots at the back, the orc that's at the back. I think he's still
Alright,
within
yep.
range of me. Yeah, he is. Okay, a couple of shots at this guy at orc 6, and that one won't do too well at all. And another one there, and yeah, that kind of hits. All right. So as he's running, he gets shot in the back. Oh, terrible dice rolls. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Poof. He gets shot, cries out in pain, stumbles and slows. Siduri, your turn.
All right, I yell into the keep. Guards, we've taken down the big one. We're charging him. Come with us if you got a shred of pride left in you. And then I take off 60 feet across the bridge.
One of the guards follows. Hot on your tail. Just one. Bear in mind, there is only like 4, so it's
Right.
25%.
Well, one's been-
Okay. Adrian.
Yeah, so Adrian's going to move up and fire off again. If I do, that's going to be.
All right.
You're going to be right on my line, aren't you, really?
Yeah.
I can't shoot from there, can I?
I would think you could find if you were running that you could find a place in between us. I don't know.
You can pass between them if you want to dash. But if you want to shoot, there will be half cover because he's right up in front of you.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll do that. So that's -2, right?
Yes.
I think we can accept those odds.
That you can. Nice.
And he's been damaged as well, right? So we should be able to kill him.
And your arrow just shoots past and finishes off the one that was stumbled. He just falls forwards. Oh, dies. The other one.
So I like to see.
The other one sees him fall with a spurt of blood, and just starts beelining it off in a different direction. Saranti's turn. You see him just peel off left away from his dead falling body.
I'm gonna cross, but not getting in front of them. I'm basically just gonna ask all of them if they have a healing potion or something to help me.
Okay.
Because I highly doubt we took a short rest in between.
If anyone has a healing potion, you can pass it to him as a free action if you like.
I don't have one. Well, we have any? We haven't had a chance to get any, really.
No, I don't think so. I think any have come up.
Yeah, we didn't take a short rest between the
Not
first
before
attack
going
and...
back to town, no.
Yep, kind of figured. All right.
Okay. The fire begins burning right up to Darkson's waist. The orcs are still around, dancing around the fire, throwing bodies on top. This orc has peeled off this way. And is running full speed away from the dead body. He's off. Jimmy, your turn.
He's probably out of range of me now, actually. But looks like we're trying to save.
Sorry, he can't actually go the full 60. That last 30 he can only do towards an enemy. So he only gets to run and dash. He doesn't get to take his bonus action. Dash.
Okay. I'll run to there. And let me just see. Oh, no, he's out of range. I'll take a couple of shots at disadvantage, actually. Yeah, I'll try to pick him off. A couple of disadvantage shots. There's one. Nope. And 2. Oh, I hit.
Hey, just enough.
Nice.
Okay, let's see if we. Oh, he's only wounded. All right.
Blasts his shoulder. He cries out in pain. The gunshots do draw the attention of some of the orcs up in town, though.
Okay.
Siduri, your turn.
All right. I don't know how we're gonna save this guy. We just don't have much. But I'll just keep on moving ahead here. If we can get close, we might be able to do something if he's not dead already. Let's see. I can't get any cover there. Matter. All right. I'll go there.
Okay.
60 feet up. And I'm going to send Chip up here.
You gonna do any spells?
Oh no, I took the dash action. That was it.
Oh, sorry. Okay, Edrin, your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna come over to this boulder here and take a shot at the orc that's running away.
Now, are you
Can't
sure
see.
you want to kill the one orc left that knows that the boss is dead?
Yeah, good point. Okay. Fair.
That's my my one nice act for the end of this.
Yeah. And I thank you for that. In which case, I'm going to carry on. We'll go up to this boulder on a dash, and just try and close the gap into the town.
Okay. All right.
Now, how far away is the closest orc to you? If you have a longbow.
Apart from the one that's there,
Well,
Yeah, besides the one that's to the left.
75.
I mean, you're using a longbow, correct?
yeah, I could shoot from back there rather than take the dash, couldn't I?
It's 120. Isn't that 150, 1,000 or something?
150 and a fair way.
Yep.
So that's
And you're at
inside.
120, so that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Why did that roll like that?
Because you targeted both Orc 1 and 10. But both of them
Ah.
hit, so I'll untarget one and you can roll damage on the other one. Unfortunately, he has taken no damage, Orc 10. So just the d6.
Just a decent.
I wish I remembered that because I would actually just said to shoot the big guy with your bow. Instead of
That's one down.
sacrificing my body.
Another one down.
Well, as he ran down the road. Okay, another orc dies. There's a scream of, "Oh, what?" And the one orc that's running away shouts, "They've killed Grash!" And you see panic begin to take over the orcs. Saronti, your turn.
Yeah, I'm moving up, noticing that the ranger just took out another one by the fire.
Yep.
Scream out basically the same spiel that I did before. If you wish to end up like your friend, leave this place and never return.
All right, roll me intimidation.
Hey.
Hey yo.
Something.
It is a thing. All right, we'll have to see what that means, eh?
Mm-hmm.
These orcs begin to run. They have no interest in sticking around now that their boss is dead. I'm just going to move everyone. I'm sorry. You're going to get moved to Darkson. Leaving the bodies of the villagers laying there, including Darkson, who continues to become nice roast beef. All right.
Now, if we're technically, I guess we're not out of combat then, are we?
I think
Unless you want to run and continue to kill them, you're not really out of combat. Though it is.
I think I'm. Wait, I think I'm technically. I think I'm still alive because I used the inspiration, or am I just dead now?
Who knows? Who knows? No one's found you yet.
My main concern is going to be the the unconscious bodies near the pyre. I'm not worried about the orcs if they're running away from me. So
Is anyone particularly wanting to chase the orcs?
Nah.
Alright. So the orcs pretty much run out of town into the forest. You see what appears to be a number of elves in the forests attacking them as they all run into the bushes and cleaving them down.
wonderful.
The fighting continues on for some time as you guys make your way up to the town square. You run up and you start pulling bodies off these pyres. The one that's the one in the 3 bodies laying across the first pyre, completely burnt, completely toast. You start throwing the bodies off the one that Darkson is off, and you cut down the guy that's roped to the pole, and you start throwing them clear of the flames. And it's after this that you can sort of take stock of exactly what the damage is.
And just a note, I'm not too worried about the flames, so if need be, I would stand in the flames to help.
Oh yeah, it's more just the ones in the first fire are burnt out husks of nothing left. Like, you go to move the first one and your hand just takes all of the flesh and leaves it on the bone and as you pull away. And it's a lost cause.
Yeah. All right. And what's your Draxon?
You look to Draxon, and as you start checking over his body, you see almost 3rd degree burns over 90% of his body, pretty much up to the bottom of his chin. And you check for a pulse, you check to see if his heart's beating, and unfortunately, Darkson is no more.
Well,
basically, I'm going to be kneeling at Draxon at the moment with my head down, holding my symbol of Athena very tightly at the moment because I feel as though I failed in many ways.
Failed in your oaths. The other villagers, you've managed to save 3 of them. One of them's burnt severely down from the knees. The other one's got burns just up their side. They were lying mostly behind Darkson, and his body had protected them from most of the flames. But it's at this point we're going to finish up because we're 15 minutes over our time. We'll finish up there for this week on a bit of a low note, but you've driven off the orcs at least, just in time for the basilisks to attack next week.
Great.
Is this a
Oh, wait.
I can't remember if we were doing milestone leveling or not. So is this a milestone? Are we saving the village?
This would be a milestone if you weren't already at 3rd level.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep.
Ah.
Yeah. So you get 3rd level when you either do the caves or do the orcs.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yep.
But we did both, did we not?
You haven't finished the caves.
Oh, we haven't finished the caves.
Yep.
Because we haven't explored it all, correct.
Exactly.
All right. Got it.
All right. So I'm just going to stop our recording there. Goodbye, people who may be watching this in the future.